The big story breaking right now. India successfully carrying out night trials of the Agni V nuclear-capable ballistic missile, which can hit targets beyond 5,000 kilometers. Remember, the Agni V can actually bring targets across China within its range. It's expected to significantly bolster India's military prowess. The timing of these, is that significant at all? Joining us for more on all of this, NDTV's Vishnu Shom. Vishnu, how should we read this?
This is likely the 9th test of the Agni V ballistic missile. It was first tested in 2012. It is the most long-range ballistic missile that India has. Shouldn't be linked to, the timing of this test shouldn't be linked to the Tawang incident. India had issued a NOTAM, or a notice to airmen and others, to sailors, announcing its intention to test a long-range missile several days back. This is just an operational test of a missile which is very key to India's nuclear deterrence. So important to state that it's not linked to Tawang. These plans to test the missile had taken place much, much earlier. Whether this is an intercontinental ballistic missile or not is essentially a matter of debate, because India's strategic intentions aren't intercontinental per se. They are all bound within Asia, the primary target being China and Pakistan. And to that end, this missile targets all of China, or essentially all of China. And that's something which has been the case since 2012. But every now and again, tests need to be carried out to ensure that the operators of the missile are proficient with its handling. It's not really a major factor that the missile was tested at night or day. That's just essentially detail at this stage.
Right. Vishnu, I would bring your notice to the tweet from Prahlad Joshi, which calls it a historic milestone. And he goes on to say Agni V, which will bring targets across China within its range and is expected to significantly bolster the country's military prowess. And he talks about, that being successfully tested at night.
I mean, again, it's important for various leaders and various capacities to know the history of this missile. It was first tested in 2012. This is at least the 9th flight of this missile. Most of these tests have presumably been successful. The stipulated range of this missile was always 5,000 or 5,500 kilometers. So I would suggest that history was created the first time that the missile was successful. But it is important, and not to understate the launch itself, because it just goes to show a level of proficiency in handling this very sophisticated weapon system, which is one of the bedrocks of India's nuclear deterrence.
Right. Thanks very much indeed for joining us, Vishnu, with those details.